Today I'm taking a look at the MAIWO 40 gigabit M.2 enclosure. So this is a full aluminum case. Does appear to be toolless to open it. So there's a little lip here that will sit in the slot, and then we got a couple of detents on the other side, so that will just make it click in. We have a very nice minimalist look on there, the USB-C, and it is labeled 40 gigabits per second. It does come with a USB-C to USB-C cable. It looks like it is about a foot long. I usually prefer shorter cables just because a longer cable on something like this is going to reduce the transmission as well as just make everything messy. It is also very important to get a cable that is rated for 40 gigabit because not all cables are. So it's nice that they included this. We got our instructions, we got a thermal pad, and we got some screws. Okay, good. So these aren't actually screws, these are little buttons, so this is a fully toolless design, which is what I prefer. I do not want to have to carry a screwdriver in order to change the drive out. I'm just going to press that in, and we can see we can rotate that to lock that drive in. It is important to note that this is NVMe, so we only want to use NVMe drives, and we just push that down and twist this button around. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to hold it in place. We want to make sure that we pull off both sides of this thermal pad. This laptop uses Thunderbolt 3 just because it is USB-C does not mean that it is Thunderbolt or USB4. If you want to get the full 40 gigabit per second, you do need to have a Thunderbolt 3, Thunderbolt 4, or USB4. And we can see it did connect right away, and it is playing those files no issue. So I'm going to transfer about 15 gigabytes worth of files. These are pictures and videos. Looks like we are getting right around 650 megabytes per second. Okay, and let's run a speed test. Okay, so we are looking at excellent read speeds. So for the sequential 1 megabyte, 8 process 1 thread, we got 3165 on the read, 1075 on the write. Sequential 1 megabyte, 1 process 1 thread, 1408, 623. Random 4K, 32 process 1 thread, 449, 188. And worst case scenario, random 4K, 1 process 1 thread, we got 9 and 2.95. So the reads are excellent. The writes, I mean, they're not bad, but they're not as good as I was hoping. The thing I find mostly affects that is just the drive that I use. So I'm going to change this out, and I'm going to swap over to an SK Hynix. Again, we did pick that up right away, and let's do a speed test on that. Okay, so we can see on here, we're looking about almost twice as fast on the write speed. We're also seeing multiple times faster at the random 4K 1 process 1 thread. So that just means that the drive that you use makes a huge difference. It's also worth mentioning this laptop is using Thunderbolt 3, so if you're using a laptop with Thunderbolt 4 or USB4, you would get even better speeds than that. So yeah, if you're looking for a portable way of carrying M.2s around, or if you just want to have a solid option for migrating an operating system to an M.2, this enclosure, especially being toolless design, this is a very nice enclosure.